All right, well, welcome back to another video. This is the new Fortnite season, Chapter 5, Season 3. We're going to get into this. I've played 3 games, which is, I think enough to have some kind of first impressions, which is the internet. That's all anybody cares about, first impressions. Took a browse around the Battle Pass, and Battle Pass, very lackluster. This season gives a lot of weird Mad Max vibes, but also one of the Battle Pass collabs is Fallout, so I understand the vibe. Not quite my vibe at all. And it kind of seems weird to pivot from a Greek mythology season and then just throw us into a Mad Max ass environment. But hey, what do I know? I'm not the one who makes games here. It's them. I've landed at all of the locations, as we can see. Nitrodome, Proto Beachhead, Redline Rig, Brawler is Battleground. I don't recall if this was called anything before. If it was, then I don't really remember. And I should probably remember for the sake of this video, but I don't. So, here we are. As far as the season, it seems, like I said, pretty lackluster. Also, don't mind the frame rate drops. I don't know what they did with this new season, but occasionally I'm getting some nasty frame drops. And the past season, I could sit around 130-ish to roughly 140-ish pretty comfortably. And for whatever reason, landing is very framey. And I'm not quite sure why it's so framey. And I'd like to think that my computer doesn't have busted specs. I mean, I would like to think that my computer is able to handle Fortnite, considering the components, right? But yeah, I'm not too sure what that's about. I know on console, I had a couple of Fortnite seasons where frame droppage was also an issue on drops. No pun intended, if anybody takes it that way. Yeah, for whatever reason, jumping out of the battle bus on console sometimes extremely like unstable. I'm not sure why that is. I don't know if they're just not optimizing these things nearly as well or what, but I'm more inclined to blame Fortnite because I don't experience these issues in other games. And my drivers are up to date. I was checking my CPU and my GPU usage while running this game. It's nothing crazy. Nothing is running at a crazy high percentage by any means. So I'm not quite sure what is going on, but maybe it'll get fixed some way through the season. I'm not sure. Hopefully it does. Hopefully they just need to update it or something. It's just really weird. I didn't have this issue last season at all. So to have it this season, definitely concerning. Mad Max vibe, Fallout vibe. Not really the biggest fan of Fallout. So I'm gonna be honest, that kind of already set the season back for me. Last season wasn't my overall favorite either. I think last season it was just kind of like I could tolerate it enough to play a couple of games or play it for a little while. But this season I haven't been killed by one yet. But I have seen a couple cars going around with turrets and missiles on them, and I'm getting flashbacks to the season when we had tanks and mechs, and you couldn't outrun them. I swear to God, I saw an Octane with a turret on it. And when I saw that, I was like, man, that is not something I want to quite run into. We have a couple new items. Seems like they vaulted all of the Greek mythology stuff, the lightning bolt, the chain of Hades that was very annoying to go against, by the way. And we have other things like this nitrous splash and other weird items that aren't exactly my favorite, but aren't the absolute worst in the world. It's very 50-50 season. Nothing about the season really stands out all that much. Nothing about the season really makes me want to really grind the game out. And usually I would attribute that to some kind of burnout on the game, but I don't really feel like that is an issue. I don't really play Fortnite all that much. Sometimes I wish I played it more, honestly, and I just don't do it. But yeah, new items, interesting. The nitrous stuff. This season is pretty straightforwardly encouraging players to use vehicles. I mean, look at the numerous amount of ramps and other things on the map. We have rocket powered gloves that you can pulverize people with and also just uppercut them. The uppercut is a beautiful mechanic. Beautiful mechanic. I've gotten a couple kills with the gloves. Really fun to use. Probably not that fun to die to. I probably definitely made a few people mad by using them. And I don't really blame them. I don't know why I did that thing and that it was not this car thing. I don't really blame them for getting mad at me for using those gloves to kill them. I would probably be just as mad, honestly. We have repair torches back, of course, for the cars. Like I said, season feels like it's very straightforwardly trying to get everybody to use cars. But I'm different. I'm not going to use a car. We need to require all Fortnite players to have a driver's license in game to use these cars. Whoa, okay. I was not aware about that. So, not a terrible season. Could be worse, like the one season with all of the primal stuff. That primal season was absolutely awful. Absolutely awful. I'm trying to remember how to play Fortnite. So. Apologies for the awful movement. It's mostly a movement thing, honestly. I don't movement is such an issue for me on games for some reason. Muscle memory will get there. It is. This season is. It's just. It's okay. 7 out of 10 at most. There's nothing really to say about the season. Maybe I would do Fortnite spectating videos. I think those would probably be pretty interesting. Oh. Comment if you think they would. Comment if you think that would be boring as hell. People do it with Call of Duty, Warzone. So I'm not gonna sit here and act like I started a trend. I didn't start a trend by any means. Look at this. I don't want any part of this. I don't think so. I'm speechless, truly. I mean, speechless.